What's up, my chaotic crew? Hey, episode 2, season 3 here, coming at you. But before we get to that, we've got a little ad swap going on. Check out our new friends, our sister podcast, Chaotic Goodness. What sort of adventures do they have in store for you? What sort of themes, characters, wackiness, music, D&D stuff do they have in store? Just listen to their ad. Here it goes.
I'm sorry, guys. We got to jump it. I'm sorry.
What do you do? What do you mean jump it?
You're going to do a wild jump? You're going to kill us all.
I don't have a choice.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
this isn't good.
You know what happened last time?
We're not. I got to go. Sorry. Hold on.
Guys, we're taking fire.
Land us near a hospital.
Hold on.
Like what you hear? This is a small sample of the action and excitement that await you every Monday on the Chaotic Goodness Podcast. Download us on your favorite podcast app and join us for space opera, action, adventure, and lots of console cleaning. Let the chaos begin.
Now we can be found as part of the Nerdsmith Podcast Network. Find us at nerdsmith.org.
Oh, are they barrel laughs? Check them out after you check us out, of course. Leave them a review. Tell them we sent you. But hey, what are some things, some rewards on Patreon that might interest you? What would get you to subscribe? Check out our $1 tier with the unbriefings every single Thursday. But until then, listen to the music.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, Season 3, Episode 2, iTunes' #1 D&D 5e Play podcast. I am host for Season 3, Bentley Michaels. To my left, I have...
Milo is Ren.
Ooh.
Rhett is Dark Dragonsbane.
Dash is Peleus Eonearth.
Caleb has left out Yamhorn Darrell.
Oh.
I'm hurt.
And last time, the inaugural episode of Season 3, everybody. Our heroes left the refuge of Malworth and made their way through the Neseer Ocean to the Blackwater Sanctuary, which is a little pirate cove run by Gilmer Goldentooth, leader of the Blackwater Pirate Alliance, and his second-in-command, Raymond the Bear. You made your way onto the island after making all of the correct docking protocols. Peleus runs a tight ship, and you made your way into the One-Toothed Tavern, and Buxom Betty breaking out the booze, and you realize that this map that you're going to need to get to Sidset Lady of the Yellow is somewhat in the middle of this island, and you have to take the island adventure in order to get there.
Ding.
And you guys were roomies. I believe Duroc and Peleus were sleeping back to back.
Bed buddies.
And Ren and Yamhorn got their own twin mattresses.
Yeah.
I believe Peleus, so excited to be in his own element, back in the pirate thing, he wakes up like Christmas morning the second that the dawn starts to come through the window. He's like, Duroc, get up, come on. We gotta do the island adventure.
It's adventure time, buddy.
We're here.
Putting on all his piratey stuff.
Yep. And, making sure his necklaces are right. Peleus knocking on the other doors, bursting into rooms, shaking people awake. It's time to go. And, it takes you northwest through a little bit of forest, which, is not quite like, an indoor type forest, that you've sort of experienced more like with Lorland and, with monstrous trees and that sort of thing. This is much more, islandy, a little bit more tropical, but, there's trees and brush all around you. And you make your way down the dirt path. I mean, You're making your way down the path, and you see a fun little little dock with a dinghy, not quite as nice as the one that you had. This definitely looks like it's more of a rental of a dinghy, and there's a logbook right there on a stand, and above the logbook, just like a little T of a piece of wood.
This looks like a fun little dock. What's up with that T of a piece of wood, Peleus?
That dinghy that looks like a rental.
Well, I don't know. Guess it's all part of the adventure.
The island adventure.
Peleus is going to walk over to the logbook.
Okay.
And I guess we have to put all of our names in, or like group one.
Ren and Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can write in
Time slots.
Ren and Friends. You can write in your name since you're more of the pirate variety. You know, Peleus featuring Ren and Friends.
Peleus Pirate Pals.
the Peleus Pirate Pals.
Yeah, that's what I write.
PPP.
Probably good since no one knows who Ren and Friends is here. And
Plus 4. So people know there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
Is this what they do so they can like get the dead bodies out of here? Like at the end of the week, they're like, "Oh, these people never signed
They're all
up."
accounted for.
Yeah. Yeah. There, you definitely see there's a few missing spots above, and but there's also a decent amount of people that have come and gone. So, and you're with Peleus, and you guys are all feeling pretty good after a night's rest.
So where does this adventure necessarily start? With the dinghy? Do we got to get in it?
Yep, I will draw this. So you've come down, the path, so now from up above.
All right, so let's all hop in the boat, shall we? Put our names in the logbook.
After the Peleus Pirate Pals.
Yeah,
have
Peleus'
signed in.
Pirate Pals.
I like Peleus' crew of pirates.
Well, I already
PCP.
wrote what I wrote.
Too late.
So
It was in pen.
I'm just saying what I like.
Yeah, it was a feathered quill.
Feathered quill. It had a dip in ink and all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we should have changed this.
I'll take the front left bench and grab an oar.
Okay, so you guys hop in there, and as you do that, you hear a small fluttering of wings, and the classic pirate parrot lands on the tee. And as you're all in the boat, he's looking down at you. Squawk! Squawk! Welcome to the Treasured River. Sail down the river, but watch your back, for the river can attack. Squawk!
Oh, all right.
Once at the end, you'll find a town. Search this city for 3 pieces to be found. Squawk!
And then it flutters off.
It's a living.
Peleus,
living.
Peleus goes, a riddle, okay, yes.
Seemed pretty straightforward.
Crack this
Yeah.
code. No, it's a riddle, yes, no.
You gotta look out for
they're
things
clues.
in the water.
Yes, right, okay.
And then there's 4 things in the city.
well, who's a pirate here? Yeah, no.
I guess that's...
I know a parrot-delivered riddle, if I've ever heard one. Yeah, that's a riddle, yeah. Can't trust parrots. Yeah. Okay, so...
Insight check the parrot.
We're going to start sailing down the water.
All right.
I'm going to be in the back. Who wants to take the oars? I'm a captain. I don't row.
Well,
That's
I
silly.
Got delicate hands.
I have delicate hands.
4 of us.
I'll grab the oars.
So, yeah, I grabbed the one on the left.
Okay, 1 to each oar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just sit in the middle, like, kind of in front of you, of Bailey.
Oh yeah, you could be in the bow on the little bench.
Cool. All right.
So we've got... let's see here. Forgot to write your guys' names up there. But who remembers what color they were? Durok, you were red? Okay, so we've got in the boat, we've got Peleus, and then Durok and Yamhorn are sharing the oars on either side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got it 100% correct with the colors.
Okay.
Now I'm looking at old pictures.
Oh, great.
You nailed it.
And then you're up front, Ren?
Yeah, that seems like a good place. I'll keep a lookout.
Alright. Cool. So, you sail off
Yay.
down the river. You're sailing along, having a great time. And it's not a fast moving river by any means. You're just it's a very nice leisurely cruise. You hear you're just kind of like rowing along. Maybe Peleus is singing a little sea shanty or something like that. And you're all kind of thinking to yourself like, wow, this really is not that hard at this point. If we're just going to cruise down this river, it's great. You hear some sort of more foresty sounds. It's getting a little bit more a little bit more tropical, I suppose, in like the foliage and that sort of thing. And you're making your way, and you start to, as you're going forward, you start to veer to the right a little bit and come around somewhat of a sharp corner. And I want you all to make perception checks.
Ooh. 24.
19.
Nice.
7.
10.
All right. Ren and then Peleus. Ren, since you're up front of the boat, as you come around the corner first, you see a rustle in the bushes, and Peleus then, right as it kind of turns around, you see it. Durock and Yamhorn are talking to each other. Or maybe Durock's like, "No, row with me, my row like this," and they're like looking at each other. And Yamhorn's like trying to catch his rhythm, and Peleus and Ren, I would advise you to tell your team to duck.
Duck.
Duck! Now!
Okay.
I duck.
All right. So you duck, and a whole bunch of darts fly from both angles right over all of you. I would let's see here. In the sides, you can see people. They're starting to like move in and out of like the longer brush that are going along the banks and the bridges. And as you're starting to row, the current just sort of starts to pick up, but also you notice you're starting to tilt down a little bit, and so it's starting to pick up speed just a little bit. And everyone, let's see. Now that you know that they're there, let's see here. Dexterity for ducking, I suppose.
Do we all have to roll?
Yeah, just do it again because they're going to reload on you guys.
10.
So is that just a dex check, or are we using like athletics or?
Yeah, just your normal dexterity because you can really only just bend over and.
Also 10.
10.
3.
It's funny because you're already small.
And the funny thing is you just described we're just trying to bend over.
Durock's a little stiff in the back in his old age.
Okay, so I'm going to roll here.
I haven't been able to get my acupuncture treatments in a while.
All right. Caleb or Yamhorn, you take 4. Peleus, you take 4. No. Durock, you take 3. Ren, you take 3. Little darts sticking out of you. And just a little bit of poison damage.
Oh, just a little.
Just a little. You feel it. You're like, oh boy, we should probably not get hit by these things. I would say with your guys' knowledge, vast knowledge of poison, you probably are going to pass out if you get hit 4 times.
Oh, goodness.
So
poison resistance.
That's true. I'm poison resistant.
Oh, as a dwarf.
No, I just realized I think
stout.
I am, completely poison immune. That's crazy.
I forgot I'm dart immune.
Yeah.
I do have.
I take
dwarven
no
resilience.
piercing damage ever. So.
I don't take piercing, bludgeoning, slashing.
Why don't you think he has his
necrotic
earrings?
I rub my head for good luck.
Are you actually poison resistant?
I'm pretty sure I am. It's not on this list, but I remember seeing.
That's good. That's trustworthy.
But I feel like I should be.
But I sense that my character would be.
I'm gonna say if you don't have it written down, man, I can neither confirm nor deny it.
I do have it written down.
I would imagine as a dwarf, though, you do.
I have saving throws
I have advantage on saving throws against poison, and I have resistance against poison damage.
So that's like
so it's halved?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then you only took 2.
Could you look at Pathfinder?
Okay, so the river's starting to pick up, and you're noticing that these folks are like continue to running, you keeping up a good pace with you, and they're reloading. So whatever you guys would like to do, let me know if you'd like to.
I would like to shoot a firebolt.
Assuming you're a stout halfling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then you do. Cool.
You have resistance. So your halved was 1.
Cool, thank you.
I'm going to shoot a firebolt on one side at the brush ahead of them, and I want to try and set the brush and the on fire.
Okay.
To kind of slow them down.
Okay, brush fire. I'm going to write down a number to beat for your accuracy and how well it will, how well it will detour them.
Yeah.
So how far away, are you aiming up ahead?
I'm gonna aim. Can I see them running?
Yeah, they're kind of running and like raptors as well. It's like you could kind of you see them pop in and out of the brush depending on where the land is and that sort of stuff. But you can definitely tell on both sides that there's a decent sized amount of what you would assume is humanoid
people.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it 20 feet in front of where I can see the frontmost person.
Okay, great.
And then, I'm going to make my attack roll.
All right.
12.
Okay, I'm going to say... What would be one... Add your wisdom to it.
15.
Okay. I just want to make sure that you've got your hands steady, finger guns are ready. Okay, so you perceive, you say you're going to the right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see up about 20 feet up ahead, you see a sort of bigger plumage of, you're like, perfect. And you just firebolt, and it was right in a smooth spot, right before another dip down, So it was you had that moment of air, in your feeling that little, and you're like, boom, and you shoot it. And it perfectly goes out, and then you dip down a little bit more, and you guys start to bank a little bit to the left, and it hits that, and it's kind of like a sticking out point in the river anyway. So it's, it hits it, and it catches it on fire, and they all kind of stop for a second. Now they've got to kind of go back into the forest. But as you're going, as you're dipping it around left, they've got now a wider angle to sort of, so now they're going to be kind of behind you. The other group on the left hand side is keeping up, and they're going to take shots at all of you again. And now that you guys are engaged, wow, that is incredible. I rolled 4 13s. Because you each have your own 20.
That's crazy.
And they all just rolled the 13. So I'm assuming none of those hit you guys.
That does not hit me.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Excellent. So they were a little thrown off, going around the curve, and you guys are, Duroc,
it hit me.
Oh, it hit you?
Well, yeah, my armor class is 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wizard.
Let's see here.
Cast that bark skin.
I'm a wizard. I am.
Okay. Then you take two things of piercing damage, and you feel a little bit more poison in your body.
I'm feeling woozy.
But at the same time,
I got some ointment I can rub on you.
It won't do anything to the poison, but
Ren, put your Vaseline on me bum.
It's remember that you were in the front of the boat, Ren, and there's 2 people rowing and steering, and Peleus. So you guys are catching up, or you guys are going down this river, and all of a sudden, kind of off to the left, there's a bigger stone thing, and you guys, it's the rock sort of goes up, and you guys would kind of imagine that that people aren't going to be able to go by it. So and on the right side there, it doesn't go up, but it does sort of end, and you notice now is like, you're checking right and left to see if there's anybody else. You're kind of like coming out of the water slide into sort of the more pool area, and you come out into this beautiful crystal pool area. It's nice, it's pretty. Up ahead of you is a waterfall. On the right and left, it's sort of like, circles out a little bit more vastly into the jungle, and you kind of just like whoosh and like slow down as you get out into the middle of the water.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, it's calm as everything sort of chills out or whatever. You just sort of hear like the off in the distance, like the falling of the water and all of that sort of stuff. And you see to your right and to your left openings on either side of the waterfall. So it's like this large piece of land that kind of like goes out into a diamond, and then it goes, as it's lower behind you or whatever. Oh, you're rowing. I thought you were trying to mimic what I'm doing. And it goes out, and it kind of like, notice like if this is where you guys just came from, it curves out and goes up, and then there's like gaps in between, and then the center landmass with the waterfall going down like that.
And the waterfall goes down into the water that we're in?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to go down a waterfall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's what I was fearing the entire time.
No.
It's in front of you on a higher landmass.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can go left or right.
Yeah. Peleus, what do you think?
Let's go left.
Always any particular reason?
Nope, just a gut instinct.
All right.
Yeah, let's go left.
Let's go left.
I mean, we got no reason to go either way over the other, so.
Okay.
Everybody knows you always go left.
Do they?
Always go
zig,
right,
you
and
zag,
you
my
put the
friend.
torches on the right hand side,
you
and then
zag, buddy.
that's the way I do Mason's.
Yeah.
Okay. Find. What was it? I think it was Yamhorn in the. You guys were in the maze at Varkam.
Yeah.
You're like, if you just keep going left, you'll always get back to where you need to be.
It's
or
true.
something like
It's
that.
true. I've used it in corn mazes and hay mazes and stuff. Just keep touching the left wall.
Okay, so you guys are starting to go left?
Yes.
All right, so as you're going, as you're turning and going left, you're going through the ocean, or the lake, and it's like, oh, this is all very, very nice. And if you turn around, you can see the people that Peleus detoured with his firebolt, or fireball, on the shaking their fists at you. How dare you?
Nice move, Peleus.
Thank you.
And you guys are making your way left, and you start to go between the two rocky land masses, and it's a little darker in there, and it's also a little bit more narrow. As you're going through this, it becomes a little bit more, like I said, it becomes a little more shadowy, a little bit more, a little chillier because the sun isn't as bright there. It also kind of seems to you that it's becoming a little bit more damp, mildewy, that sort of thing. And you guys are just sort of trucking along, a little bit more brisk pace, but not like the water slide pace that you guys had when you were starting to go down all the hills and being shot at.
Do I feel like if we stopped rowing, we would still make progress?
Yeah. Maybe not as at the pace that you're doing now, but yeah.
Guys, what do you think about putting the oars up and just letting this take us so we can be a little more prepared? You cool with that, Peleus? Duroc?
If either of you put those oars down, I'm gonna send you over the side of the boat. You keep rowing until you're dead. I'm just messing with you. We can take a break. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I'll go and pull up my lamp and light it up so we have a little bit extra light at the front.
I mean, it's not that dark. I mean, it's still day out, but imagine, like when you're going through a place and it's like clearly blue sky, but then you're just in a shadowed area.
Oh, okay. It's not that bad.
It's not, yeah.
Plus, we have dark vision. I think all of us do.
I don't.
He doesn't.
That's why I have a lamp now.
That makes sense.
Are you half health? Yeah.
All right, so Peleus yells at you all to keep rowing, and then now I'm just joshing, and you guys are making your way, and it actually kind of seems boring to you for a little bit. It's you're kind of wondering why, what's going on here. This seems a little too easy, but also it seems very, very long. Like it's taking you guys like a long time to get where you need to be, and without anything happening. You've probably been going 30 to 40 minutes at this point, and you're just kind of like going, and if you are really keen, you realize you're taking kind of like a long, you went like this, and now you're just kind of going out and around, and you're just kind of, every now and again there's a little bit of an S or something like that, or there's like a sort of jagged rock sticking up here and there, but yeah, you guys are just kind of fun, comfortable.
Yeah,
and,
when I put the ore away, I want to have my shield out.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one is definitely bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's also a lot less threatening. Like, he made it sound like this was going to be really difficult. So far, I feel like we're doing okay.
Don't jinx us.
I mean, it is pretty relaxing when compared to fighting a vampire, a dragon.
Or like that whirlpool thing.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Yeah, that was kind of intense.
This is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I mean, these pirates think they're all tough and everything, but really...
And that poison, actually, I felt kind of good after that.
Yeah, it was kind of like just getting a nice, strong, glass of whiskey.
Yeah. In fact, can I have that dart?
Okay. You guys are starting to notice at this point, as you were just sitting there going like, oh, this isn't so bad at all. That you're starting to get like a little bit bumpier. At first, you're kind of like, oh, weird. It's been going so nice, like it's enough. The first couple of times you don't really notice it because you're just having such a fun, relaxing time. But you guys all definitely start to realize a little bit more that the water is not necessarily getting fast like it was before, but it's starting to bounce a little bit more, and it's starting to rock your boat just a little bit, and you're starting to and it's you start to feel a little bit of a like it's this motion of going up and down is starting to like get a little bit more, and the water just seems to be getting more and more violent. So I'm gonna have you guys all roll me a what would you say for holding yourself on this boat here? Just like a Constitution?
Athletics, Constitution.
Quit going with athletics because that's what you're proficient in. I know what you're proficient in.
Constitution, if you're talking about seasickness, I would say
athletics would be
athletics. All right,
in the boat.
You get your wish, Durock. Athletics, it is. Roll me an athletics check.
8.
14.
25.
What's
Suck
that?
it, Durock.
18.
Okay, let me go around the table. Yamhorn?
25.
18.
14.
Okay. Peleus, unfortunately for you, you like I said, you guys aren't moving at a huge like pace or whatever, but one of the last ones, you're trying to Jack Sparrow it and stand up, and like, counter rock the boat or whatever, and it just pops you off the back and you fall into the water.
Well, see you later. I'll meet you there.
And Peleus, for you, get Peleus's magic dice. All of a sudden, Peleus, there's a furious thing of activity going on around you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. and you start to see this little circle start to form around you, and like bubbles and that sort of thing. It feels like, and you can kind of feel it. It feels like something's
piranha
might be circling you. And
Peleus, you
Watch
gonna
your
get out of the
backs.
water?
all right.
Yeah. Do we
I mean,
notice
you
that
guys
he's
are still
falling
moving
out of the
forward.
water?
You guys are still moving forward, but he fell in the water. So, and you guys didn't say anything.
Oh, crap.
So,
Durok.
Peleus, a 15
Is that what I gotta be?
to attack.
Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Ask?
All right. And
Do you have shield?
Durok, we gotta circle around.
How far away is he now?
Look behind you.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Peleus, you take
Measurements have escaped.
5 biter damage from a quipper.
All right.
Quipper.
I take my rope off my
Yeah,
belt.
I mean basically a
Ew.
piranha. So, I mean,
Can I try and climb back into the boat?
they are a little bit ahead of you, so you'll have to swim.
So
Yeah.
I swim.
Whatever you
we
do,
start-
don't do shocking grasp
we start like kind of rowing backwards.
Yeah.
Right?
in the body of water.
Backwards.
I'll take out one of my ropes.
Well,
and
I've got my sweet rope.
Oh, you've got
And I take out my rope and I undo it and I say the signal word. And
Does it just work, or what are you trying to do here?
my rope of climbing? Yeah, I'm just saying. Go to
Peleus.
Peleus.
Right, I know, but I've made you roll for stuff before, so I was asking, does it just work?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, in this instance, I'll let it go, but you guys are still moving forward.
Uh-oh.
And so, Peleus, roll me a, yeah, I don't know, let's see, sleight of hand, I guess, to grab the rope.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Was athletics?
Yeah,
I
just
think
roll
it's
me athletics.
dexterity.
That's fine.
Dex or strength?
Just athletics is fine. You're swimming along, trying to catch up, getting bit on the bottom.
8.
Okay, then the rope slaps you in the face because, like, the water.
It has a sense of humor.
Up and down motion.
Yeah, it's that up and down motion, so it's it wasn't quite there for you.
Grab the rope, you ninny.
I'm trying. I'm in water. I'm being bit by fish. You dunce.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the quipper again. Oh, they missed you this time, Peleus. Only an 11.
Yeah.
So
Suck
you
my shock.
so you feel like, it's like they went to bite at you right as you were on a down motion, so you see it kind of like hop out of the water for a second. You see the glistening teeth of it or whatever, and I want you all to everyone else in the boat as well, make me the same roll for staying in the boat.
Same thing, 25.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Oh, Ren. Okay, Durok. 17. Great. Durok Yamhorn, stay in the boat in the middle. Now you've lost your point person, and I'm going to say because you crit failed, you pop up over that one, and you fall right out of your cloak, and you fall right into the water.
No.
Yep. You crit failed.
I look over at Durok and I say, finally,
You
we
crit
lost the dead
failed.
weight. You want to just keep
And
going?
you're the one that
Real
told me there's got to be good and bad consequences when you crit pass and crit fail.
But my cloak.
Oh, well, you fell right out of it.
I you know what would be way more brutal is if he lost his dad's journal.
Oh, yeah, you want to trade?
No.
I think we found the sensitive zone.
All right, so Durok and Yamhorn, you watch his cloak fall to the ground because he kind of like, whoa, what happened? He just zipped right out of it. Just perfect science, and physics, however it works. And he falls in the front of the boat and kind of goes like underneath it, and it takes no damage. And now he's sort of like. He's sitting there in the water briefly, and Peleus is coming up on your 6. Or if you want to be facing him, you can see him coming towards you, and like the rope is kind of like dancing in the air as now it doesn't seem like it knows what to do because Durok is like, oh no, we lost, but then oh no, and so the rope's just going like,
Can I reach for it?
it's higher than you are. It's going like this.
I immediately rushed to the front of the boat or wherever
He's
think.
in the back now.
Oh, he's in the back.
Yeah, you guys went over him.
Oh.
So did my cloak fall in the water, or is it still in the boat?
It's still in the boat.
Okay. I wouldn't do that.
I rush back there with the oar and try to reach out.
It fell like on the floor in between the front and the middle bit.
That's so much better than
I
reached the river.
I reached the oar out to Ren to try to get him something to grab onto.
Want to reach out and grab it
behind you?
Yeah, wherever I see him.
Like as I'm going under the boat and just behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he pops up, and let's see here. Yeah, Yamhorn, if you want to do that, you can reach the since he's closer than Peleus is. And Peleus is still swimming, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Towards Durok?
Yeah.
All right, so make me, I would say in the water, I would say Yamhorn do athletics, Ren do acrobatics.
Uh-oh, Ren.
Okay. Mine's not bad. 17.
13.
All right. So it was a 14. And
shoot.
Because you're going. So here's the deal. I'm going to say I'm going to say that Ren has one chance of getting bit by a quipper before he's able to grab it because he rolled high enough, and Yamhorn, you were right there, that I think it's just a matter of the motion in the ocean and that sort of thing where you're trying to figure out exactly like, well, what's the timing? When do I raise it? When do I
gotcha.
I'm opposite.
Reaching up and you're like pulling it away just before
I'm opposite.
Grab it.
So I'm gonna roll a quipper attack for
Does he just hurt Ren's feelings with his excellent quips?
Yeah.
It's just vicious mockery.
Yeah, it pops out. It pops out, and it's just like, looks like someone can't stay in their clothes. So Ren an 18 and Peleus a 14.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
My AC is 18 without my cloak on.
Okay. And that's not that bad. Ren, you take 4 little quipper bitey damage, and Peleus, you only take 1. It sees for some reason, a plumper meal in Ren, where it's like smaller, but I think more doable. So it only just sort of grazes by. It goes like, I'm going to gnash, and like it goes by you, but then it goes after Ren.
Yeah, that's right. I'm all bone and alcohol-soaked muscle. You don't want this.
Okay, at this point, Durok, what would you like to do, seeing everything that just happened? Because remember, your rope's going like this, because you just watched Ren, and then you're looking behind, so your rope's just kind of there like, oh, what do you want me to do, guy?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get one of these guys to get him, and I think since I see that Yamhorn's trying to help out Ren, I'll keep trying to help Peleus.
All right. Durok, make me an athletics. You sort of start to, Indiana Jones your rope, and you whip it out to Peleus.
13.
Well, beat the 12. So it goes flying out. And this time, Peleus, give me an athletics.
Why athletics?
Okay, what would you like to do?
No, it's fine. We'll do athletics.
All right.
It's your call. It's fine. Oh, natural 20. Eat it.
Okay. Okay. So with that, the rope is coming right at you, and Peleus, you grab onto it perfectly, pull yourself up. You're now water skiing with your feet, and you're pulling yourself in as you're going.
Yeah.
And as you do it, you grab Ren by the back of the thing, throw him up to Yamhorn, and then pop back into the boat.
Yeah.
You're all back in the boat.
I rushed my cloak.
All right.
Just gets the fetal position, and
you accidentally kick it overboard.
I almost lost you, baby.
Yeah, and you seem to be sort of coming out of the ups and downs area, but now moving a little bit more brisk of a pace. The land masses sort of you're starting to turn right a little bit, and then up above it's like a small archway, and there's some foliage and some bushes and some trees and stuff. Kind of it looks like a little bridge and that sort of thing. And I want you all to make perception checks.
19.
23.
6.
1.
Okay.
That would be a natural.
A natural, I assumed.
Yeah.
I don't think you have negatives.
Oh, it's 20 actually.
It doesn't matter. And so as you get back in the boat, Ren, you're putting on your cloak and you're like, don't ever leave me again. And you look right up, and Duroc, you got a
23.
Okay. And Duroc, you're like, old Duroc with his magic rope, just killing it all the time.
I am a hero.
And you're like, you got your chin tilted up, and you're like, I'm the best. And then so both of you see a group of archers release arrows straight at you.
Duck.
And
what?
And Yamhorn, unfortunately, with your crit fail,
I say where?
Yeah, exactly.
Over there.
Quack quack.
Peleus, I will give you a dexterity out.
Yay!
Just your normal dexterity mod.
16.
All right. So, and Peleus is like, Doc, and then ducks down perfectly, and you hear the arrow fly over your head, and you're like, oh,
there's not a cute ducky. Okay.
Yeah. But unfortunately for Yamhorn, once Peleus ducks, he takes 6 arrow piercing damage right to his. I always like going for here, like the shoulder, like the breast, the shoulder right up in here, like right at the joint. So now you got like an arrow sticking out of you, and a volley of arrows had been shot at you, and you're starting to pick up speed. Is there anything you guys would like to do as these folks are reloading?
How close are they to us?
I would say they're about 150 feet above you on like this sort of little archway bridge thing.
I invite the most vulnerable of our adventuring party to get under my shield.
I'll hop under. I
gather around.
I'm not proud.
I get under there and I add mine to the structure.
Oh, shield structure in time.
Yeah.
All right.
How to DM that? I don't know. Good luck.
I'm seeing what Peleus wants to do. He might try to.
He knocks our shields out.
Get your crappy real shields out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shoot a fireball at him.
Okay.
That's your answer to everything.
It works.
It's a mage.
Yeah. So I'm gonna center it at the middle of them.
Okay.
And a 20-foot radius from where I shoot, and it's got a range of 150 feet.
Great.
So it's exactly.
Jeez.
So everyone in that, yeah. So you got to
in that radius, yeah. You'll definitely, if you hit, you'll definitely get probably like 4 out of the 10 of them or something like that. There was quite a few up there.
Jeez.
Cool. So you gotta, it's a.
What do I make?
Dex saving throw. You gotta beat 15.
All right. I'll just roll 4 since you're going for the center. Okay, 1 natural 20, 1 15, 1 9, and 1 7.
Okay, so the natural 20 and the 15 take 4d6, and then the other 2 take 8d6.
Okay.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah. Well, this is the same thing that you did on the scorpion, right?
Yes. So for the natural 20 and the 15, I'll roll that. Just one roll for both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
They each take 13 damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're going to hit him, and this little walkway isn't very wide. You can tell this because you hit him, and they all kind of catch on fire. The center 2 much more than the outer 2 on the right and left of them. However, as they let's see how much wherewithal they've got about them. Oh man, that was all terrible rolls. I'm glad that wasn't the attack rolls. Okay, so I rolled for those 4, and they're so freaked out by being on fire. You see them disappear for a second, and then you hear Wilhelm scream as all 4 of them fall down from the other side of like the archway. You just see them drop 150 feet into the water, and they belly flop a lot, and it's pretty loud and obnoxious.
I didn't roll all 8d6.
Oh, you didn't?
I just did it for the 2 that
okay, my
halved
bad.
it. And the other 2 take full damage.
Okay.
So I got to roll
my bad.
8d6 for them. Real quick. Sorry.
It's all good. Okay. And that's just to the main 2?
The 2 who failed the dex
Okay.
save.
And then the other one's got
The other
13?
2 take 13.
Okay. So those 2 that you hit for 36 get, like I said, the brunt of the blast, and they're pretty much just like charred corpses at this point. And then the other 2 are like out of their minds on fire, and then same thing, they appear to disappear for a second, but they walked off the other side from where you are, and then you just see them falling through the archway all on fire. 2 screaming Wilhelm, 2 of them just like this thing. The 2 that you totally killed, because I only gave them like 30 hit points or whatever, and they hit the water, and you just see like this black sludge just go like as they both hit, it's like dropping like pudding on the ground or something like that, just bleh. And then the other 2 straight up belly flopping. You hear this loud, like as each one of them sort of hits, and they're definitely, the other 2 are definitely unconscious at this point. And you guys kind of like sail underneath the archways. I am going to, as you sail though, the other guys that you didn't hit, because there's still 6, are going to all shoot at you again.
Hiding under the shield.
Yep. And wouldn't have mattered anyway, because all of them rolled like garbage. It was like 2, 4, an 8, and a 7. And so you feel it. You feel the arrows go, and they all kind of and stick in the shields. And you guys are all safe as you're starting to get the point where they could like reach down and shoot at you as you're going through the archway. They are going to now be behind you. So if and as you're coming under the arch, you see the black sludge as your boat starts to like go through it. Know that the archers are behind you now, and you may now take action.
Are they still 150 feet away?
Yeah, because it's like 150 feet up, basically.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just
fly up there, Ren. Go beat the crap out of them.
Oh, I could fly up there, but it's not worth it.
Carry me up there with you.
That would be a hilarious view.
Didn't you do that?
Hey guys,
who did he carry flying on the Inandrel's island when you I think it was Durok, like you took him like up over the tree line to look.
Both of us, because Durok failed like a perception check up there, and then he took me up.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we were just trying to figure out the time.
Right.
Did they? Where are they at on the arch? Are they pretty spread out?
Yeah, because the other 4 were like in the middle, and now I mean I'll say that they sort of like, to make it easier, they've come together to come into the middle. Rather than since you're right there in the center, like it's easier rather than shooting over like on the sides of the bridge and stuff. So they've sort of run like as they lost her, they turned around, ran over to get better position.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot a fireball again.
Okay,
I'm doubling down on defense.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys turn around with your shields and stay underneath, and Peleus has got his finger guns ready.
Care.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Roll it up.
Well, I don't have to roll. I just shoot a fireball, and it's
right.
20-foot radius, so it's however many people it hits. And then you got to beat 15 dex save.
They're all dead. 2, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man.
Here comes 8d6 from old Peleus.
Are we gonna get in trouble for killing all these pirates and stuff? Like
they were attacking us first, so we're just defending ourselves,
right? We come out and they're like, "I no killing," and I noticed that you guys killed.
Here's
a
the thing:
bunch
we
of them.
haven't killed anything.
Yeah, that's true.
It's only
stick
Peleus, the pirate.
They're like, "You guys are under arrest for killing people," and we're like, "It was him." They're like,
he does the
that figures.
Yeah.
Oh, Peleus, you scallywag.
28.
All right. Once again, they've only got like 30 hit points, so you hit 4 of the remaining 6 for sure. The other ones are definitely up there on fire a little bit, but once again, like last time. What's up?
Nothing,
I thought you rolled something again. You hit them, hit the 4 that are dead center again, and they are almost charred. Like they're still kind of screaming, but they all fall off. And by the time that they hit the water, they kind of explode like the other ones did. And it's close enough now. It's from 10 to 15 feet, from me to like the other side, behind Duroc basically. And you just see them drop, and they all just kind of like goopy splat. And the other 2 you see just kind of like run off. And you guys are now kind of like smooth sailing down a little bit wider of a tributary, and it seems to almost like unceremoniously, like when you came through that arch, now it's sort of back more towards like the jungly land. It's only 3 or 4 feet on either side of you, height difference, but you've probably got about 10 feet on either side of you if you're going to be in the center of the water, and you're chugging along at a decent pace.
What's on the sides of on the banks?
Again, it's more of the foliage that you saw up close. There's trees, there's sort of a more jungle palm plant type stuff, and you're sort of chugging along.
I take a moment and remove the arrow from my shoulder.
Okay.
And I ask Ren if he's got any sort of lube he can put on it.
Lube?
To help slide it out better?
Something
you mean ointment?
I'll give you some cure wounds.
Okay.
He'll give you some... whatever.
What was that?
Get there.
I was trying to think of a way to turn cure wounds into KY.
KY. Okay.
16.
Cure your wounds. 16.
That was good.
Healing?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Oh, that's more than enough.
Oh.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was full.
Rock on.
Nice. All right. You're chugging along.
Some sweet lube.
Yeah. Yammy's left shoulder's all lubed up.
Yeah.
That's just me rubbing your shoulders. Yeah.
It's got a warming sensation.
I'm like standing on the bench in front. Just
I think I can now last longer.
I like it. Yeah.
Gross.
God.
I don't like that.
My muscles are just butter in your hands.
Wow. Do you guys want me to leave you alone for a bit?
I'll hang out with the Quippers.
Starting to think maybe they should have shared the queen last night.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We actually pushed them together.
Push the twin beds together.
I like to think, you guys
even though he could fit easily.
You guys made a little fort and like read stories to each other.
Oh, I like that.
He regaled me of
we put the
tales of
over.
Uligan. Yeah.
It's just the light of Ren's lamp.
And at the light of Ren's lamp, that's where we leave it for this week. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in to Chaotic Amateur Season 3. I've been your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right, we have
Caleb is Yamhorn Duro.
Dash is Paley is Ianer.
Red is Dark Dragon's Bane.
My was Ren.
Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.